Alrighty, you guys. So this is going to be this Saturday's video. I'm actually recording this on Tuesday. But yeah, this is it's gonna be like a cheap versus expensive colored pencil thing. Here's the drawing, plus I guess inking too. And I know it's not symmetrical. Like the face is not. It's a little off. Anyway, so I'm basically just going to. I'm gonna have to have it so that it's coming from like up, so like probably basically where the camera is. It's basically where the lighting is from. So the camera being like right here, um, the lighting is like shining down, maybe a little bit. I don't know, like closer up here, like, but basically it's like shining kind of down on him. Um, and it's gonna cast that way. Just letting you guys know, I'm gonna be coloring this with colored pencils. So yeah, we've got these guys. Oh, that's really shiny. Castle Art Supplies. This is $50 on Amazon, I think. So yeah, $50. If you don't have Prime, if you do have Prime, it's only 40. This one, it's Cavicure colored pencils. It's got a cool, like, the way that they're held. It's like like wraps itself up and stuff. And yeah, it was $15 on Amazon. So yeah, that is this video. So I'm gonna just turn on some music, turn it into super speed mode, and color this thing. And I'll talk to you guys about them afterwards. Just about the differences, how they feel in your hand, how much pressure you have to put on, things like that I notice while I'm coloring. And yeah, see ya. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the expensive side. So if you guys watched my Black Widow video, I actually did kind of a bit of a how-to, like kind of step-by-step thing, and I'm going to be working with that. You can see I'm starting with like the base layer, and then I'll be adding like the shadows and whatever. Um, I'm sorry that it's going to skip here in a little bit. It's going to skip pretty far. The problem is that my computer is just completely like not my computer, but my camera is kind of laggy. Not necessarily laggy, but it just gets stuck on the same picture, like and it doesn't change, so that sucks. But yep, it'll skip here now. Anyways, so basically, with this one, it's just so clean. These pencils are just like you put hardly any effort in, and it gets the color that you want. Blending is a piece of cake. It's so easy, like just because it lends itself to being able to blend it, and like just being able to get all three colors with the green. That's like one of the really important things. Just the fact that you can get all three of the shades, um, and it's just so good. Trying to use them is a lot of fun. I really enjoy myself a lot more than other pencils or even markers, honestly. It's just so clean and it's simple. Alrighty, you guys. So, the second that these pencils touched the paper, I was like, oh, please don't ever make me use these again. Like they're not good. Like, that like just putting them on the paper, it just, I don't know. They don't, they don't feel good. Um, Especially in comparison to these other ones, like the expensive pencils. These cheap ones are like, you can tell just by putting them onto the paper. Like the first layer is not bad, but once you go in for like a second layer, you're pushing as hard as you can. The other thing is that the skin tones are just too yellowy and orangey. I could get a pretty nice tan going on with my expensive pencils, but there is no tan um, that is happening with these. They literally just make you look like you're yellow. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to get arrested. Let's see. So the black, because you're only layering 2 layers, it's not awful. Like the black doesn't suck. I think honestly the black might even look better on the right side than it does on the left side, just because I don't know why, but it looks like to me on the bicep, it just feels like it looks a little grainy, and it doesn't look really grainy at all on the right bicep. Um, but the greens, because you're putting 3 different layers down, it's not like ripping the paper. It's like I don't know if you've ever heard, like, if you put too much ink into a skin, like with a tattoo, it just your body will reject it. That's kind of what I feel like is happening with the paper. The paper is just totally and completely rejecting the pencils. So it's like, wait a minute, like it's not supposed to be doing this. Like, I guess I don't know. The pencils just, maybe it's the paper's fault, maybe it's the pencil's fault. They just don't layer, but they just don't layer. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, um, you can put 2 layers, like I said, in the black and the grays. The only problem though is that I feel like the gray had a little bit of a brown undertone, and the other one had. So they have 2 grays in the cheap pencil set. One of the grays is the one that I'm using. It has kind of a brown undertone. Like, it feels like someone layered brown underneath. But the other one has, like, I'm trying to remember what color it was. It's it's green. It has a green undertone. So it's just not good. So yeah, let's just look at these as a whole. Um, like I said, like I talked about before, I feel like the left-hand side is just so much better. You can get so much more vibrancy in the same amount of colors. Like, if you look at the greens especially, it looks almost yellow, and that's just because you can layer so much better. Like, the colors just they put down so much with half as much force, so you hardly have to put any pressure on the pencil, and it's able to put out colors that are beautiful. Whereas the light just doesn't. Like, you push twice as hard and you get half the vibrancy. So yeah, that's the frustrating thing. But like I said again, like, the blacks, they look pretty good. Like, you can tell that the left side's a little bit better. But the right side, like, it's not a bad picture for only $15. That's a good picture for $15. So, 50 versus 15, is it worth it? I'd say both of them are probably good for their price, but yeah, it's all up to you guys. So